This is 2020, an year we will never forget. And this is me, staring that far distant mountain from my office balcony. The monsoon is on peak, and so does our will to see the mightiest Himalayas again. So, all we needed is to decide a beautiful and adventurous destination to satisfy our craving. It's a bright sunny day, and driving solo through the beautiful valleys of Kangra is definitely raising the excitement for the track. I guess this is called the perfect start of the journey. Within few hours, I reached this beautiful town of Himachal lying under the feet of Dauladhar range. Yes, I am talking about Dharamshala. And I am here to see my friend and my track mate Nandan. It's a Ganesha Utsav going on in his house, and I was lucky enough to join the evening aarti there. That was a blissful evening indeed, and the last night before the real action begins. Driving through these serene roads literally takes your heart away. Barot Valley offers you some breathtaking views alongside River Uhul. While admiring those lush green hills and charging waterfalls on the way, I was wondering and thinking that how scenic and divine would be the landscapes and views of the track itself. The expectations were so high now. With all this adrenaline rush and thoughts in the mind, we finally reached the last connected village in the Chota Bengal region. The village is called Poling. The first look of Poling gives you the feeling of a perfect countryside village. This village is a base location to trek uphill towards the Lake Dhinasar. Poling is a less visited place and is only accessible by feet. One can experience the true Himachal's heritage and culture here. Innocent Pahadi faces and traditional clothing gives you a positive vibes all around. Almost all the houses are wooden made with craft work on them. People are very curious and welcoming here. Within no time, we crossed those mysterious streets of Poling and found our steps on the trail which goes to Lake Dhinasar. Yes, this is the time to trek. The crew was all charged up and set for probably the most memorable and difficult trek so far. Unfortunately, three of our friends couldn't make it for this trek because of this pandemic situation, and they will be missed for sure. After hiking couple of kilometers further, we met this young man who lives in Poling itself. So we had few words with him.
आप पोलिंग से रहते हैं? अच्छा, क्या उम्र है आपकी? 28 साल। तो इस गांव के बारे में थोड़ा सा बताओ।
पोलिंग सर, ये तो बहुत पुराना गांव है। ये तो डिस्ट्रिक्ट कांगड़ा के अंदर पड़ता है।
अच्छा, डिस्ट्रिक्ट कांगड़ा के अंदर पड़ता है।
कांगड़ा के
ओके।
अंदर पड़ता है।
अच्छा, तो आप यहाँ पे रहने के लिए क्या करते हैं? कैसे सर्वाइव करते हैं? काम क्या करते हैं?
काम बीच कुछ नहीं है, बस खेती बाड़ी करते हैं।
खेती किस चीज़ की होती है यहाँ
राजमा की होती है, आलू की होती है।
पे? तो और घर में कौन कौन है आपके?
घर में तो मैं हूँ, मेरी वाइफ है।
अच्छा।
मेरा father है, मेरा mother है।
अच्छा, थोड़ा धीनासर के बारे में, ट्रैक के बारे में बताओ।
इस ट्रैक के बारे में तो क्या बताएं, पर इतना है कि ये ट्रैक थोड़ा सा टफ है जाने के लिए,
हाँ, हमें पता लग गया।
है ना।
हाँ,
थोड़ा
पता
सा
लग-
टफ है। ऊपर पहुँचते ही तो फिर नज़ारे ही कुछ और है, अलग से माहौल है।
The trail goes smooth alongside the river. The soothing sound of water flowing and tall devdar trees in the forest were looking mesmerizing. You will find many water streams crossing your path, so there is no shortage of drinking water at all until you reach this bridge. There are three such small cemented bridges by this trail, and this was the third and the last one. The fact of the matter was that we had a big mountain in front of us to hike up, and at 80 degrees angle. It was really a steep ascent. No drinking water on that hill whatsoever, constant rain, dense fog, and mud all around. All were conspiring against us and making our lives harder. It was getting darker and we haven't found any space to pitch our tents. So we kept walking in the hope that mountain will end soon and possibly we can find a suitable meadow to camp on. Unfortunately, after rigorous hiking of 7 hours from that bridge, we gave up and decided to land ourselves on that narrow trail itself. It was 11 in the night. We had our food packed, but didn't eat it out of tiredness. We had no water left. All we were able to manage is to get into our sleeping bags and slept in the open sky for that night. That was too risky, but we had no option. It was the craziest night we ever had. Very early in the morning, well before sunrise, we finally found a ridge and water at the end of the mountain after walking further for 30 minutes. It was definitely a perfect place to camp. And then we decided to rest for a while. What happened last night was hell. What we were seeing right now was heaven. Just a difference of few courageous steps. Rightly said in a famous quote that the best views comes after the hardest climb. Overwhelming beauty of these high altitude landscapes were beyond words. We all were stoned and speechless. Lake Dhinasar was still 3 to 4 hours away, so we moved further to see our anticipated destination. Going up towards the lake, we didn't find any fixed trail, so we were relying on our instincts and some information about the direction of the lake. Villagers suggested that the first water stream will take us to the lake, so following the stream upside helped us a lot. The weather was playing games with us. One moment it was foggy, and the other moment it was completely sunny. But that weather sort of helped us to capture some of the amazing shots. We lost our way twice, and in the process we found something stunning. While crossing a boulder section, we accidentally saw a couple of glaciers, and they were really big. We never saw such big glaciers this close. Thunder and lightning among the clouds are matched by storms of passion. It's possibly the same passion we took into our hearts to see that mighty and magical lake. Just when we were wondering that how far that lake could be, we didn't even realize that we were actually at the lake itself. Eyes were filled with emotions and the heart was profounded with pride. Nothing much was there to say. last and much awaited act we did was establishing a shivling at the lake temple as our memory. Now that I am back to civilization and editing this blog sitting on my couch, it's still hard to believe that we actually pulled that trek out. Trekking is not a trip, guys, where you can roam, relax, and click some random pictures. Trekking is altogether a different story which requires endurance, planning, and discipline. You need to take care of each other. At times, your mind plays games when things are not going your way. Thirst and hunger makes you vulnerable. You even get into the arguments with your track mates. Sometimes you cry out of pain, and the list goes on. But the key is to have patience, self-belief, and thinking of that magical view from the very top. We are Hunks on Hills, and we have just hiked to the highest lake of Dauladhar.